Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today is the 17th of December and I thought I'd start the next part of this vlog. So today is a little bit of a pampering day. Will be quite the same tomorrow. I'm trying to get back on my feet. I'm having a bit of a rough time right now, so I hope you excuse this appearance. But I have a couple of goals for the rest of the month and the year. So I'm currently reading Lair of Dreams. I have about 150 pages left of that, and the best case scenario is that I finish that today. That would be absolutely amazing. I don't know if it is realistic at all because it's already past noon and I still want to bake quite a lot today because I love holiday baking and it's just the perfect weekend for that. So we'll see how far I can get with that. And then I want to finish the other two books in that series as well. So we have Before the Devil Breaks You and The King of Crows. I've heard that those two books are a little bit weaker than the first two, so we'll see about that. For now, I'm quite enjoying this series, and it is the last series that I have to finish for my reading goals of the year. So I really hope that I can do that. I'm a little bit pessimistic because the month is going by so fast, but I do have time off starting next Friday, so apart from the Christmas celebrations, there isn't much in the way for reading. So yeah, I wanted to update you about that. And then also, I have just finished my current audiobook, and I feel like now I'm in a bit of an audiobook crisis. So the book I just finished is Winter Kisses at Roseford Café, which is a holiday romance. And this one follows a woman who owns a cafe in a small English village and a movie star from Canada who is shooting a movie in that same village, and they kind of fall in love. So you have this kind of like celebrity romance, which I realized isn't like the best thing for me, to be honest, because it is really quite unbelievable. But I had some fun with this book. I think overall I would give it 3.5 stars. It was kind of cute and cozy and definitely, yeah, a very festive read. And I think there's a couple of things that I wasn't the biggest fan of. For one, the quality of the audiobook wasn't that great. I felt like the editing was a bit weird. Like sometimes there would be weird cuts in the audio. So that's something that kind of took me out of the story at some points. And then there is some queer rep in this as well. We do have a female couple with side characters, and I just wasn't quite sure how I liked the way that was handled. Like it felt a little bit just pushed in to have some diversity in there, but yeah, it wasn't super bad, but I also think it could have been done better. And I mean, at least it is a couple and you don't have like the gay best friend who's just at the sidelines, but then at the same time it's basically the gay best friend that's just at the sidelines. So yeah, I think, you know, you can do that a little bit better. And then obviously the whole conflict was quite easy to see, like very predictable because, yeah, you know, it's a movie star. So you will have a very predictable plot point. But I thought that the kind of like romantic wintry things that the couple did were actually kind of cute. I also really enjoyed that the main character is a single mom and she definitely is watching out for her girl and stuff like that. So I thought that was a very nice addition. So yeah, as I said, it was quite cute and festive. But now I'm just not sure what I want to do next because I feel like I'm kind of burning out of the festive reads. And I do want to have something for next week because I'm pretty sure what I want to listen to when I drive home for Christmas. But I think I will be able to squeeze in one short audiobook before that. So yeah, now I'm not sure, but I will update you if I choose something.
hoping that the mic doesn't pick that up.
Okay, so I literally spent the whole day in the kitchen, but I'm just now done with all the baking, and I have some things that I forgot to say. So first of all, with my audiobook that I now finished, I wanted to say that there is one sex scene in the book, but it's not very explicit. So it's not completely fade to black, but there's also no like weird terms or anything used. So I thought it was quite well done for like my comfort level, because I don't really read smutty books. But yeah, I always like to add that with the romance books, whether there is any sexy scenes and how detailed they are. So there's one, and it is, you know, in a way that you can imagine what's going on, but like not very detailed. And then I wanted to say that obviously with that, I finished one of the store prompts for the favor pass, I think it's called, the old favor pass for the magical readathon. So this was Smiths and Friends and Sons Arcane Goods and Such, which is a general store for magical goods. And I did both of the prompts with this book, because you have like a genre prompt, which is to read a contemporary for the store, and then you have 2 additional prompts where you actually buy something from the store. So I bought a miniature portal kit by reading a book set during a holiday. This book's obviously set during Christmas. And then I also bought an enchanted self-writing quill and quickly dry ink, because it is a book that was published this year. And then another thing I forgot to mention is that I think that this is actually a second book in a kind of companion series. So there is some scenes where it is quite obvious that some of the characters might be known to readers who have read the first book, and there's just some scenes that are a little bit unnecessary, because they're more like fan service scenes where like the older characters pop up again, I guess. But it wasn't to the point where I found it to be annoying, because I haven't read the first book, and I think if you have read it, it is quite cute to see what the characters are up to now. So yeah, that's all for now. Back to reading. So it is the 18th of December today, and I finally finished Lair of Dreams by Libba Bray, the second book in the Diviner series. And I think my camera is blurry. Why is it blurry? Okay, should be fine. But yeah, I will start straight into the third book, Before the Devil Breaks You. Very excited. I like the second book even more than the first book, so that's always great. Gave it 4.5 stars. There will be a separate reading vlog for the whole series coming your way. But yeah, I'm very excited to read the third book now. And then I also started my new audiobook, How to Excavate a Heart, by Jake Maya Arlo, and this one I like so far. I think I've listened to about the first hour of it, and it is very fun. It is a YA story with a Jewish main character who wants to be a scientist, and I cannot say the word, I'm sorry, but she wants to study dead fish. And so far I'm really liking it. It is a holiday romance, but obviously not very Christmas standard, because we have Jewish characters, and yeah, I like the tone so far. I like the whole research aspect of it. It's always interesting to see how other researchers work in their areas, so I'm very excited for that. I always wanted to study dinosaurs, so that was definitely something that intrigued me about the book, and I'll keep you updated how I like it. So far I think it has quite a fun tone, and yeah, we'll see about that. So today is the 19th of December, and with that the magical readathon mini round is over. Since I finished Lair of Dreams yesterday, I did get the second store I wanted to go to, which was Wallace's Wonderful Winter Vanimals. You had to read a fantasy for that, and then it had 2 prompts which I could fulfill with the book. The first one was to read a book with an animal on the cover, so with that I went to a zoo adventure. And then the other one was a winter setting to eat Vanimal winter waffles. And I can only say that it was a wonderful experience, and yeah, we all love a good, like, a petting zoo kind of thing, so I thought that was quite fun and cute. I then decided not to go with the horror one as well. I had planned on reading one short story in this collection, but alas, I did not. So 2 stories it is, but I'm still very happy with the progress that I made during the readathon, and the Tomed Hobble is still going on until Friday, I think. So we still have a little bit of time to read more of Before the Devil Breaks You for that, and I will update you how far I've gotten when that ends. So last night I read a little bit more of that, and I had a lot of fun, like, diving right back into the series after finishing the second book, and I think now it might go into more of the general plot. The first 2 books felt like they had their own little plots, and I hope this one will now focus more on what's going on as a whole, so we'll see about that. And then I'm also about a quarter into my audiobook How to Excavate a Heart, and I'm really enjoying that. It's a really sweet story. So we have this kind of hate to love kind of thing, because our main character and her mom bump their car into a girl during a winter storm, and then it turns out that the main character is dog walking the dog of the father of said girl. So they have a little bit of a difficult start, I would say, but right now I'm in the bit where they go to the art museum, and it's like really lovely to just see them kind of get closer and to see that they both probably just need someone to be around and to just have a good time with and to trust. So I'm excited to see how that progresses. I also really like the woman at the lab that the main character works for. I kind of feel for her because being in this like weird middle stage where you're working for a professor, you're not really there yet yourself. I kind of feel that, you know? So yeah, I'm having fun with that. It's really cute. I love the fossil fish stuff as well. And I'll keep you updated on that one. But it's the last week of work for this year. Today I'm going to do the last teaching of the year, so that's fun as well. And yeah, we'll just see where we can get with this week, because I still need to do quite a lot of things before Christmas at work and for like Christmas celebrations. So we'll see. I'll head out and I will update you soon. So, this is a bit of a different update. I'm sorry if I do look a little bit disheveled, but I'm having a migraine and it's not fun. But today is the 21st of December and I participated in a Secret Santa that was organized by Jolene Reeds. So Jolene, thank you so much for organizing that. And we had decided that we would all unwrap our gifts, or at least everyone who wants to, at a certain point, and that is in like about 1 minute. So I wanted to do it on camera. I have my little gift here. We'll see what's inside and who my Secret Santa was. So I'm very excited to look into that package in a second. So yeah, and I thought I would unwrap it with you, and after that I'll give you a quick update what's going on with my video. It only took 11 minutes for us all to be in the chat so we can unwrap and share pictures and stuff, so we'll see. I'm very excited. Okay, that was very satisfying. Ooh, okay. Let's read the cards first. Okay. I have no idea who that is on the chat. I'll have to figure that out. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm not even showing you anything. I'm so sorry. Okay, so apparently these are from Jenna. I'll have to figure out who Jenna is. That is not a name that popped up in our chats, but we'll see. I'll figure that out. But what I got here is so exciting. Oh, so exciting. Oh my god. Okay, we have Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson, which I have read her first book. Which one was that? Enchantment of Ravens last January, so this year in January, and I loved it. Even though I thought I would not like this author, so I definitely wanted to check out the second book because that has always intrigued me more, and this one is about a library, and I think it has fae stuff or something like that, so we'll see. But yeah, these covers are stunning, and since I loved the first book so much, I really hope this one will work out for me. And then the other book I have had on my wish list for so long, and it's so gorgeous. Obviously it's damaged because it's Amazon, but we'll just ignore that because it is so pretty. And that is the Southern Reach trilogy by Jeff Vandermeer. So yeah, it's just so gorgeous. And I still haven't watched the Netflix movie because I always wanted to read the books first. And I mean, I have no idea what this is really about. I think this is about some like scientists who go into some world and then yeah, there's just weird shit happening. So this is about an Area X and maybe there's like alien stuff. I have no idea, but I'm so excited about this because I love this edition so much. It has all the 3 books in it. So I'm very happy with my Secret Santa. Thank you so much, Jenna. And I will now go ahead and figure out who on the chat Jenna actually is. Okay, so that was so much fun. It was so lovely to see all the books that all the other people from the Secret Santa got. Like, pretty much almost all of us unwrapped it at the same time. Like, a couple of people couldn't make it, but it was so nice. That was really fun. It made me feel festive, which is great because I had some like really shitty couple of days, health-wise, family-wise, work-wise. I'm just done with the year, you know? So yeah, that was really great. But reading, I'm now almost done with my audiobook, How to Excavate a Heart. I really enjoy it. It's really cute. It's just a YA romance, but I really do enjoy like the kind of coziness of it all, and I think that it catches the winter vibe really well. Even though it doesn't really focus on Christmas because the main characters are Jewish. So I think it still has the same like cozy rom-com feel that you would want during this season. And I also really enjoyed the way they spent Christmas because they were like, this is one day where like all the Christian people are out there celebrating and being stressed, so we can chill and watch a movie and eat Chinese food. So I thought that was a very great idea, and I would actually like that very much right now. Apart from that, I think that something that is a little bit annoying to me is that the main character doesn't really have the steepest learning curve. So the whole premise of this book is that she was dumped by her girlfriend in college, and she goes to where does she even go? Washington, I think, to do an internship at a lab, and that is over the winter break. And so she wants to have, you know, a free mind to do her researchy stuff, and she doesn't want to be caught up in any romance. And now she met the girl and there is romance. And I feel like she's doing all the same mistakes, just a little bit less than we have heard about her first relationship. And I think that's a little bit annoying, to be honest. And now obviously she has some issues from her first relationship because things didn't go so well. And so it's very hard for her to navigate the second relationship, and maybe it also is just a tiny little bit too little time in between. And so she does have some issues, and that just, yeah, resolved in her doing something very stupid. So that's like the big drama point where I'm at right now, and that is just a bit too juvenile for me. I do feel in those moments that I enjoy reading about adult people more than YA. But apart from this, and I think that is very much expected, I am having fun with this book, and I love that they added in the like dead fish. And this morning I was actually Googling the, what are they called in English? Xylophant? I don't know. I had to look up what they were in German because as a child I was obsessed with dinosaurs, and so I also learned a little bit about the fish of the time. And so yeah, I was just in bed Googling these like prehistoric fish and stuff. So yeah, it was really fun. So yeah, I'm having fun with that book, but I would also yeah, like it if they would act just a little bit more mature. And yeah, just the whole drama that is happening like right at the end now, it's just not my favorite. And apart from that, I'm now reading Before the Devil Breaks You by Libba Bray. I don't actually remember if I talked about finishing Lair of Dreams, but I'm doing separate reading vlogs, so all my thoughts are in those, and those will probably still take quite a while to finish because I'm only at the beginning of the third book. But yeah, I'm making very, very slow progress. Christmas time is stressful. I still have to wrap all the gifts tonight because tomorrow I will go home to see my family, so I have to be ready by then. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna throw on a Christmas movie, wrap some gifts, and try to be happy. That's what we'll do. So I'll update you once I finish my audiobook, and then I will start my last seasonal audiobook for this year. And I already know which one it is, but I will tell you once I start it. So, see you then. So today's the 22nd of December, and I'm off to head out to my mom's house, and I have about 20 minutes left of my audiobook, How to Excavate a Heart, and I thought I'd give you a quick update because I don't think I will be able to film updates when I'm there. So I was quite surprised how kind of heavy the ending got. Like, yeah, I thought this was more of a rom-com-y story, but then we actually have discussions on sexual assault, which I did not see coming, and I don't know how comfortable I am with it and the way it is kind of portrayed and dealt with in the story. Yeah, I don't know. I just felt a little bit unprepared for a theme like that, and I think I would have enjoyed this story more if it would have stayed more on the humorous kind of gay chaos side of things. I mean, it is obviously an important topic, and also an important topic in regards to non-heterosexual relationships. But yeah, I don't know. Something just felt a little bit off for me personally with that, and yeah, it was just thrown in there at the end, kind of like a plot twist, and that's just not something I really enjoy. So yeah, we have that. Apart from that, it's still really cute, and yeah, as you would have guessed, it is a romance. They get over the struggly bits, and now we have the kind of cutesy stuff that happens at the end. So I will listen to the last couple of minutes now on my drive, and then I will start a new audiobook. I think I will give How to Excavate a Heart 4 stars. I did quite enjoy this. As I said, I enjoyed the kind of like sciencey vibes of it a lot. So I had fun with this, and I think, yeah, except for me not being the target audience for a book like that, it was really good and really fun. And yeah, I think that a lot of people will really enjoy this book as well. The last Christmassy audiobook I want to start then is Christmas at Magnolia Glen, I think it's called. And this is a Christmas Carol retelling, but as a romance with one of the ghosts, with the ghost of Christmas past. So that sounds quite wild, but I want to give it a try. So maybe I'll absolutely hate it, but it is like the perfect length for my drive. So yeah, I will probably finish that when I get back home. And then I will let you know what I thought of it. But yeah, I don't think apart from that a lot of reading will happen, but we'll see. And I'll talk to you soon. Well, welcome to the part of the vlog where I will look like this and sit on my couch and read. Today is the 26th of December. I came home very late last night. I'm done with all the family celebrations, which is great. And I am here to read. I have time off now, and my partner is coming here on the 31st, so I have a lot of time to read, and I'm very, very excited about it because I think it is just what I need. I have a ton of new books that really excite me, but you know the deal. I want to finish the Diviner series, so we'll see how far we can get. But to make things a little bit harder for myself, I also want to reread A Christmas Carol today. I reread this every other year, and so this year it is time. I also got this amazingly beautiful new copy this year. And it is only 120 pages and quite big font, so I think this shouldn't take me longer than 2 hours to read. I have a beautiful Christmassy kind of ambience music video that I will start in a second, and then just sit down and read A Christmas Carol. So I'll probably update you when I'm done with that. So it's evening now, and I finished my reread of A Christmas Carol. It was actually quite a fun coincidence because I finished this while the bells were tolling. I don't know if that is audible in the video clip of it, but we'll see. But it was quite fun. This usually gets a 4-star rating from me. It's one of my favorite classics, and I just like to reread it around Christmas, so it was lovely. And yeah, it's just a story that gets me into the Christmas mood. So that one is done, and now I still have to read, I think, 4 books if I want to make it to 90 this year, and that does not seem very likely to me. But I will go back to Before the Devil Breaks You now, and I will try to make some progress for today. So today is the 29th of December. The year is almost over and it's weird. Today is also the day that my cat passed away last year, so it is a bit of a sad day, obviously, but we're just gonna make the best out of it. And I'm just so glad to be on a holiday, to not have to work, to just be able to read all day, which is amazing. But I just finished my audiobook Christmas in Magnolia, Glen by Caitlin Meadows, I think. And this one was horrible. I don't even know why I finished it. I think the main reason is that I listened to most of it while I was driving and I didn't have a lot of time to concentrate anyway. But this was just not good at all. This was supposed to be a Christmas Carol retelling, but as a romance. So our main character was supposed to fall in love with the ghost of Christmas past, but that was thrown out of the window very quickly, and he became an angel to her, his words and her words. And yeah, this was just way too Christian for me. I hated most of the messaging, like forgive people who are hot for their mistakes. Like, what the hell? Like, if he would have been ugly, would she not have forgiven him? I don't know, because like all of her brain cells were just working on he's hot, he's hot, he's hot. He had literally no personality apart from that and being a baker, and they know each other for like 24 hours throughout this book. And no, I'm sorry, I don't believe in like the man you're meant to be with, blah blah blah. No. Also, it had the like women who work in higher up careers or unfulfilled kind of tropes, which I hate, because you can be fulfilled even if you work a career. You don't have to give up your job and be a stay-at-home mom. This might be a surprise for some people, but you really don't have to. And yeah, so the messaging was awful. The characters were just so bland. The whole twist thing was so obvious from like the second of the book. That doesn't make any sense, but like very early on you completely know what the story is gonna be, and I think it was not really worked out at all. There's something very, very traumatic happening, and the male lead is the cause for that. But the main character is basically like, oh, he's hot, so I will forgive him. Like, okay, like you can work through all of that in like 24 hours because he's hot. Good for you, girl. Good for you. So I hated that. I gave it 2 stars. Don't ask me why. But yeah, I would not recommend this book at all. And I'm glad it was so short and it's done now. I'm definitely cured from the Christmas romances now, so I decided what I want to do to start off 2023 is I'm gonna start re-listening to Assassin's Apprentice. I really want to listen to the Farseer trilogy now. The first book isn't that long, it's 17 hours. The other 2 books are very long. So we'll see where that goes. I'm a little bit scared, but oh well. I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks, so I think having some longer ones now will actually not be a big problem. But then again, my partner will come here and stay here for a week, so I will probably not listen to a lot of audiobooks during that first week of January. But if I can like slowly make my way through a Farseer in the first couple of months, I will be very happy. So yeah, I think that is the way to go. And I will probably start listening to Assassin's Apprentice later tonight. Just my second time reading it, and I'm very excited. So apart from that, I also finished Before the Devil Breaks You last night. The ending was explosive and I really enjoyed it in the end. I thought this would be a 4-star read, but honestly, with the way the ending was going, I decided to give it 4.5 stars as well. I think I still enjoyed Lair of Dreams just a little bit more because of the theme of the dreams, but they're really good. So now I'm scared for King of Crows because I've heard that it is a letdown, but I will start that in a second. So we'll see about that. And remember, there will be a separate reading vlog all about this series where I talk about it in depth. So let's see how this goes, whether I can actually finish this massive book in the last 3 days of the year now. So, Happy New Year everyone! Today is the 1st of January in 2023. I thought I'd finish off the vlog quickly. I did actually manage to finish the last Diviner's book last night. So I finished King of Crows. I did actually enjoy it, so I don't know why people said it would not be a great conclusion. I did enjoy it, decided to give it 4 stars, and with that I'm in a very unique position where I actually have the free choice which book will be my first one of 2023. So if you want to see what that ends up being, I will do a reading vlog for January as well. So feel free to check in a couple of weeks here and I'll let you know what I decide on reading. But yeah, this has been quite an interesting year. I hope that you had a good New Year's Eve and you and your family are happy and safe. And I hope you enjoyed this video and I will talk to you very, very soon. Bye!